Hello, Mr. Newland here. So, Room to War has not worked on my computer since I updated the computer to Windows 10 on March 7th, 2025. I believe that the Steam version worked, but not less laggy activity version. I believe Steam increases the graphics a bit and it causes lag and streaming for some reason, unlike Medieval 2. So, but I could start up Amazon's Total War. I had started a campaign as the Geothe Amazons in this mod back in 2021 in August or September. So I decided to try to start this mod and it worked, and so we can record another episode. So there are different versions for this mod. There is a version for 18 plus, which is like a bit for an adult audience, and then there is one for 16 plus and one for 13 plus. The one with 13 in age restriction is the one that isn't showing any nudes and such. So because we are on YouTube, we cannot show any nude scenes. Porn etc. is not allowed on YouTube. The channel would be removed, and they even remove channels that show like naked tits etc. in games. So even if it's not even a real person, and instead is a model in a game, it would still get the user banned. So the point is that we need to play the 13-year, the one for the 13-year version. I believe the strat model is a bit glitched here. The enemy has completely working strat models. So we'll play a battle. Yeah, we'll fight the battle against the other Amazons. Our strat model is a bit bugged. It's probably possible to take the working strat model from the other version and put it into this version, but I haven't done so. I don't know why this faction had a bugged strat model. So you can watch the intro. I'm surprised that I could even start this mod. I tried starting other Room to War mods and they failed earlier, but this one worked for some reason. Deployment. Room to War modification, which adds, I believe, 3 Amazonian factions to Room to War. It changes a lot of units and other stuff. But it's the Room to War campaign with new Amazon factions, and the Amazons are pretty attractive. They have better models too. But unlike the 18 plus and 16 plus versions, there are no naked bodies in this 13 plus release, which I downloaded simply because I needed a version that didn't show news when playing on YouTube. So yeah, there are other versions that show more of the women. Okay, but this one is just played for fun. The creators believed in like weird myths about the Amazons existing in the past and stuff. We wanted to tell like history from a different angle, where there had existed like Amazonian female warriors in different areas of the world during the antique. And I read the entire description of the faction in the first video uploaded in 2021, and it was quite extensive. This is the Geothe early general guards. The Geothe Amazons. Yeah, like Goths, I believe. I don't know, to be honest. Geothe, I don't know. Anyway, pick this faction. There were 2 other Amazons too, or maybe 3 others. One with blue textures, one with red, and probably another one as well, a green one. models are quite good for Roam to the War. The female models, the horses I believe are vanilla. Okay, we have a lot of cavalry. This patchwork, they seem to be missile cavalry. That's why they are so good. Okay. We could just put them under AI control because this is Roam to the War. It's very similar to Medieval 2. The only difference is that there are some... I believe the AI is more aggressive on the campaign map and they betray you more often. This model in particular is really good looking. Look at the hair, very high quality for Roam to the War. This model would probably look good in Medieval 2 as well. That's an attractive model. Try the 18 plus version at some point, and they have the same models just without any clothes essentially, or very little clothes. Okay. I haven't tried that version since 2021. I had all three versions. I believe one of the versions were unstable and another one was just too naked to be able to be played on YouTube. And this one is the best one for YouTube, but it has bugged strat models for the faction that I'm playing, the Geothe Amazons. These guys in the girls in blue actually look really good. Probably picked the wrong Amazonian faction. Maybe. I like the models of this faction. But anyway, the one I picked also had good models. The riders weren't the best. Okay, let's unpause the game and order them to attack. Oh, I had some lag there. Now it stopped. Usually in the beginning of battles it could lag because they enter the battlefield and such, and then it disappears when they have entered properly. Roam to the War should work fine on my computer. The problem is with Steam because they enhanced the graphics to the point where it caused lag when recording, or weren't as fluent as with the DVD version. I've only played one episode in 2021, and before that I only tried this mod back in like 2013, I believe. I played as one of the Amazonian factions, probably the same the map a little bit, so I played the mod back then as well for myself without recording. But yeah, in 2021 I believe I recorded the first video in the game. I followed the game during its development, but I never really played it. I believe there is some slight lag here that we are not in the game back then on Windows 7. I believe it's a bit worse now, actually. There could be something else causing it too. It's possible to play. I'll try other Roam to War mods as well. Thought I would have to reinstall Roam to War, but this one worked. I believe I am playing this one on a different hard drive, and I had the same mods essentially on a different hard drive where they used to work perfectly fine, but they didn't start up now. On this one they seem to start, but I believe this one might be bugged to some degree. Maybe not just this mod, but Roam to the War itself may have some issues. I remember playing on this one, this installation. I have more than one installation, and I remember that when I played Lord of the Rings to the War, that there were issues with the fire looking bad, and and there were some issues with certain textures and stuff, and when I installed the game on a different place, on a different hard drive, then I got rid of the issues and it looked fine. So maybe this is the bugged one, which could explain why it lagged a bit. If it's a bugged room to war, I don't know. The older war games I just prefer placing the armies under AI control.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of great
We won the
soldiers.
battle. Alright. Amazon's Total War Refulgent is the version I'm playing. And it's the 13 plus version, so that there are no nudes in the mod. Essentially it's child friendly and YouTube friendly. It was YouTube I thought about mostly. Alliance announced the Dorian League and the Pan-Hellenic League. I wouldn't have had a problem with them being naked or something, but you know, YouTube would. And yeah, we can see that this general is really bugged. It has no legs. We have a diplomat, an emissary there, a monitor, that's a spy. Test the good model. This one is also good. This one is bugged, the general. Let's check the soldier. Soldier I think looks good. Except she is bugged at the back there. Texture is not correct. She is bugged, I see. This one is even worse. Would need to replace the strat models. I might do that. Find the better ones. Could essentially use the same as these enemies. It's probably dangerous to look at the cards. Not all the cards might be censored. Okay, so we'll avoid that going forward. Okay. So there the unit cards might still show certain parts. I mean, I think it's what it has. Anyway, it's supposed to be censored in this version, so maybe they forgot the one card here, one card there. Here we have the agents, the diplomat, the female peasant, and the dispatcher corps. These are units, I believe. And the peasant looks really good. Okay. Let's check the faction. So we are controlling 2 regions. We have won 2 battles. We have lost 0 battles. We are out managing tech taxes. Capital cities, Kutais, and the faction leader is Barkida. Family members 12. And we are allied to the Temisgran Amazon and to the Armenians. This is like Armenia, I believe. Yeah, and then there are the Libyan green Amazons and the Albani blue Amazons. The blue ones, the ones we are fighting currently, they have no bugged strat models. If we use toggle FOW, we can probably see other models on the map. There are many vanilla models too, like all the original factions. I believe Rome is just the Senate, they do not have the Empire in this mod. Here we have rebels that are female, but they do not have bugged models. They work at least. See if there are. We need to find other Amazons. know that the blue Amazons are fine. Here are a different group of Amazons. Seem to have the same bug as our troops. They look kinda good from the front, but not from the back. They have the same bug as us, Themyscira Amazons. You know that they are bugged for both of our factions, while the Albani Amazons look fine. Weird. They are not using these skins of the same models. There are also the Libyan Amazons. Need to check their models. The Rebel generals are fine. Yeah, they look fine. Libyan Amazon here. Captain is fine. Okay, so we could either replace the buggy strat models with the working ones with other factions and see if there are skins, or because there should be skins, there are skins for the battle models, there should be skins for the strat models too. Or we could we could take the models from the other versions of this mod, but then they risk being nude, which is a problem. And I would need to check it first before starting the game, because we can't have nude characters. Here we have another one that looks bugged. Meroetic army. So there are some bugged strat models for sure. We have an emissary to speak to. Albani Amazons. Information. I didn't want that. Have a spy. Not that we need that when we have a fog of war off. Can move here to spy. Not any troops except these troops. We do have troops down here. Okay. Okay. We are constructing. Alright, so can't move anymore with that unit. Can move this one into the army. Need troops here defending as well. But we could move now. We have 2 generals. Alright, let's end turn. Do not know how stable this mod is on the map. Alright, end of turn report on Rome to Lore. Or in Rome to Lore we cannot see the factions in that report. Recruitment report. Courtship celebrations. Okay. Our enemies are here. Try to pass them. This is an allied army. Armenic army. Have male soldiers. Okay, so we walked wrongly there. Okay, we'll check the cities then. Might want more troops. Didn't plan to play this game, I just tried to start it up. believe animal handlers are overpowered, so it could be good having some animal handlers in the army. So anytime they manage to somehow cross into this area and attack. Back over there. Spy. Unit recruitment completed. Good. Okay, new faction leader, Arelea. Town report. Set the siege. Okay. Laying siege to Metskita. Okay, we have Ayla Patrician there. She's not one of the leaders. Oh, here we have another unit. They are men, but they seem to have strat models that are female. Interesting. Oh, we can attack with all our troops. Perfect. They have a large army too. Amazon Foot Companion. Amazon Heavy Peltasts. Obscure Militia Light Lancers. Albania Amazon Border Horse Archers. Militia Atgear Maidens. Amazon Militia Hoplite. Lots of variations here. Amazon Militia Horse Archers. Yeah, let's fight the battle on the battle map. Strat models are bugged. You can see that they have some kind of mixed texture issue. Like many textures on one model. Seems to be some kind of conflict there. Start deployment. Because this is the censored version, so there is some kind of leftover probably from the other versions there, where the old texture and the new texture somehow conflicts. I don't know. The models look fine. Just not the strat models. They are buggy in this version. Okay. This is the cavalry army. Okay. Start battle, pause the game. Reinforcements, Arelea and Ayla. Have a huge army. Reinforcements, cavalry. Cavalry. And the main army here. Yeah, they have nice looking units. So because these have the same models but different skins, it should be possible to just use the working strat models of the other of the Albania Amazons and then change the skin. Should be possible. So we can fix the bugged strat models. I think I will do it. They will look good. This army had a lot of infantry. Not too many cavalry units. Iron Geothe too, I believe. enemy army had both cavalry and infantry. Okay, I think we'll attack their
Your
cavalry.
reinforcements have arrived. This is hopeful news indeed.
Almost didn't want to use the cavalry and wanted to let the other armies fight. They had quite a few cavalry units. They might have won against the other army because of their cavalry advantage. So we needed to send in our cavalry. They are ranged, just like theirs. So they'll shoot at each other. There is some problems with it. As long as they are entering the battlefield, we will have lag. That was the problem in Lord of the Rings the War as well. Extreme lag as long as they were entering the battlefield, and then when they had entered, the lag disappeared. These might be javelin throwers. Let's see. They're not archers, that's for sure. From Batari, they're throwing darks, I believe. Or darts at the enemy. Yeah, they're throwing darts. Okay. Our main army is arriving over here. So these are the peasants, Geothe female peasants. Wonderful models. I think someone should port these models to Medieval 2, to be honest. I prefer Medieval 2. The AI is too aggressive in Rome, and they constantly backstab you when if you enter an alliance with them. If you have like the false alliance thing on, then they betray you constantly. And the worst part of Rome is that there are a lot of revolts. As soon as you get powerful, you get a lot of revolts, and you can't disable the revolts. Me in Fair and War in Medieval 2, for Medieval 2 to War has problems with revolts as well, but most Medieval 2 mods do not have that problem. So it's possible to somehow disable it or make them rare. Continue. Okay, so we have killed 93%, then we could exit. These are horse archers. Go on easily. Only 7% losses. Okay, can exit. Clear victory. Only 28 remaining. I will fix the strat models and I exit the game. Can't have bugged strat models. Merge the troops. Send out these troops as well. More cavalry will be recruited. We're still recruiting the dogs over there. And enemy army routes. Captain Protoa. Okay, let's end the turn. Move towards their settlement. Alliance announced, Dorian League and Arvini. Barbarians. Some new troops. Okay. Alright. Recruit some stuff. Can do get some more dogs. War with. Let's see. We are at war with only the Albani Amazons and the rebels. Okay. We end the turn. Alright, so we can attack now, but this is a siege battle. I want any units that can attack as the AI will attack with the entire army and build the necessary siege engines. Declared Ashamanids and Themysciran Amazon are ally, I believe. Some new units. Need to check recruitment and such. We are still constructing in Metskita. Get another cavalry unit, they are better than the peasants. We are still recruiting the dogs. They are also better than the peasants. The peasants look good, so we'll recruit them every once in a while. We have a spy over here, let's move the spy over there. The diplomat could move as well. Alright, let's hand it on. It's a large map of the original room. We'll accept the trade rights with Skytia, the horse people. War declared on ally by the Armins on Themysciran Amazon. War has been declared on Themyscira's faithful ally. Whether of them our support should be a matter of the gravest concern. By Armens on Themysciran Amazon. Okay, but I don't want to offer them support. We'll side with the Amazons. Fight Armenia. Diplomatic information, Armenians declared war on Themysciran Amazon. Okay. Some new troops. Now it might be invaded by our former ally. Okay, our infantry and dogs could move out. Prepare to attack as the AI. Alright, we'll attack the rest of the army. When I think about it, maybe need some troops that can handle the ladders, etc. Amazon mercenary pell test. Certainly get that one. Then we have some male troops that do not really fit. We'll certainly get the infantry. Out of money. And these could move into that army. Keep one pell test so you can handle the ram. And allow this army to be controlled by the AI. Yes. And fight the battle on the battle map. Yes. So, entire army there. Loading screen of Amazons. Start deployment. This might be the last settlement, we'll see. This is the mercenary unit. They are green, really good. Kinda like the models, most of them anyway. The ones with this type of hair anyway. I believe they were more modern. The others are older. The mod is old. I believe the first version of it released in 2012 or something. And then it continued to release quite some time. Maybe they are older than 2012. But I played it for the first time in 2012. And we have a lot of horses. These are peltasts. They throw spears. We have loose formation on. Also have our ally on the other side. Allied army. Infantry. Many peasant units. And we have the animal handlers. Using the same model as the general, I believe. The one that is bugged on the map. It would look like this probably. If they weren't bugged. I wonder if we can just use because the strat models are CAS models and the battle models are CAS as well. Maybe it's possible to use the same model. They look fine in battles, I don't know. Dogs are bugged too. See that they have a weird look. Seems the dog itself is fine. You can see the head is there. There's some kind of white weird part in front of the head. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's added by the mod, but I don't know what it is. Then we have the male mercenaries, the eastern mercenaries. We just added as a bonus. Let's start the game. We'll break down the gate, the ram, the battering ram. And then we'll see what our ally will do. They will probably enter after that. They had no siege, so we need to break down the gates before they can move. Here have their officers, the peasants. The male soldiers are just vanilla models. There's a big difference in quality between them and the females. All their female models, I believe, are more like vanilla Rome War models, while these ones have better hair and better model quality overall. Here I have some really cool troops. I believe these guys are older. Hair is older for sure. Look more like a Rome War model. The others look a little bit more modern. It's been a long time since I played a Rome War mod. I wanted to play the Star Wars Total War mod, but sadly couldn't start it. Now it worked on this build, so I will try to move over the builds if I can't start it on the other one.
Now they must batter a way through.
Oh, these guys can throw axes. Hotseat could have been fun and play as all the Amazons against all the other factions in the game, because the Amazons are pretty weak. They have like 1 or 2 areas each. If you play as all of them, they would be stronger. There are 4 factions with very few areas, similar units, different skins. Maybe factions have 1 or 2 unique units, but mostly they have the same units with different skins.
Battering ram has done its work.
So we're done here. This is a mercenary unit, Amazon mercenary pelt test. We let them fire at the enemy. I believe there are female modders behind this mod. We are very interested in the Amazons. I wanted to make some kind of Amazon focused total war. They didn't care about making them, you know, they didn't care about them being attractive. That's probably part of why they made it, to make them attractive. That's the main reason why I downloaded the mod, to be honest.
Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now
Even
it's time
added-
to press on and capture this place.
Even added female voices. Those voices, by the way, might actually work in Medieval 2 for female units. As they are neutral, they are not elven. For example, in Warcraft Total War we have suitable night elven voices, but we do not have any suitable voices for humans and goblins and others. These female voices might actually be better for humans than the elven voices. And for a mod like Total War, for example, they might actually work for female humans. The problem with the night elven ones is that they speak like night elves and speak about night elven religion and such. Night elven gods. It wouldn't fit. Yeah, these green mercenaries look great too. So Rome Total War also has the ability to have the Kameg mod, but fortunately I haven't added it here. But I believe in the Star Wars Total War mod I had such a mod. It activated automatically. There were two versions. There were one outdated version from 2005 or so, and then there was a more updated one that was automatic, that worked much better. That I used in Star Wars War in 2023 as a test. I tried starting a Let's Play back then, but for some reason my voice wasn't recorded, so I had to start over. Tried 2 times and it failed both times. On Steam there, on the other hand, I believe that it's possible to record with voice just fine. I don't remember why I had problems, or it was with Steam that I couldn't record the voice. I don't remember, to be honest. It was either Steam or the DVD. One of them I couldn't record, and the other one I believe I could record, but there were no voice. I think Steam was fine. And the DVD I could record, but there were no voice. Would like the Kameg mod in this one too, so you could see all the troops close up, like zoom in more. We can't zoom in more than this in the original game. That's true from Medieval 2 as well. I also don't like these white things they have in front of their heads. Looks really bad. Might have to restore the original dogs. They look okay. Fix the strat models, fix the dogs, and the Kameg mod, of course. Maybe restart the campaign. I would like to add a hot seat mod as well, so we can play as all the Amazon factions. The problem with hot seat was that you couldn't play defensive battles with anyone but the faction that we are controlling is the main faction. You select the first one you select is your main faction, the others still count as AI factions even though you control them thanks to a mod. So you can't really play defensive battles with them. Or you could play defensive battles if it's their turn, but not if it's someone else's turn. Meaning they will end up just failing. Our ally is retreating. They fail even with the male troops. What the hell? They're worthless. AI allied troops. They couldn't even win despite the numerical advantage. So our infantry wasn't enough. Thought we would have enough. The mercenaries. We'll try again, but they'll probably be broken. Do have the pelt tests, and they will continue to fire at them until they have no spears left to throw at them. Yeah, these female models are wonderful. Then there are some that are a bit dated. It would be pretty cool to have the Kamek mod in this mod. You can actually zoom in on the units like I do in other mods for Medieval 2 and the Star Wars mod in 93. Star Wars Total War is for Rome, so breach the gate. Let's just attack now. No, not with you. I meant with these guys. They are attacked by the peasants over here. I don't remember where I had the Kamek mod, but if I find it I will add it to this mod for sure. So the next video will certainly have the ability to zoom in closer at the enemy. Hot seat on the other hand, I believe the Lord of the Rings 4 mod had hot seats from the get-go. I don't know if the others have it. I downloaded some kind of tool to add it to any mod, but failed to get it to work. I would like to have hot seat, so you can play as all the Amazonian factions at once. So they don't have to kill each other off. It will be the Amazons versus everyone else, essentially. That would be fun. They would fight as allies against everybody else, because Rome Total War is actually more difficult than Medieval 2. The AI is more competent in battle and on the map, but it's not as fun, because there are some issues like constant revolts when you have a large empire and such that Medieval 2 doesn't have, or you can disable it in Medieval 2, you can't in Rome. Graphics are also worse, of course. Ah, they had some cavalry, that's why they won. Okay. Let's send in our troops. These looked more updated. You can see that they are censored from the back, but the card wasn't for some reason. The models are, so the card was uncensored for one of the units. Probably a mistake by the creators. The cavalry because our infantry was too weak to win. Some of the allied troops have returned to the settlement. They would be crushed by the cavalry of the enemy. So we had to send in our cavalry, take care of their cavalry. We had some cavalry units here throwing darts at us from battery or whatever. Units. Yeah, this mod would be fun in a hot seat, controlling all the Amazons against everyone else. And with the Kamek mode, of course, we can look at the models from a closer distance, and yeah, that will be fun. And we need to fix the strat models, look so bad that they are not fixed. Yeah, someone should port this mod to Medieval 2. When I port models, unfortunately they end up bugged. The Road to War models, they are ported to Medieval 2. There is such a feature, but in a tool, Geothe, I believe. But they end up bugged. And I don't know how to rig them from so yeah, what do we call? But I don't believe I believe someone ported Road to War to Medieval 2. It would be cool if someone ported the Amazons as well. But those models used in those ports, they're slightly better than the Road to War models. I believe there are some mods using Road to War models where these models would fit, probably. Could also be ported to War Room Remastered, but I doubt anyone will do it, because they need to rig every single model, right? Otherwise it would be a good mod to port the unsensed, the one that is 13 plus would be the best one, so this it can be used on YouTube. Cavalry versus cavalry. Yeah, I suspected their cavalry would slaughter our infantry. Had to send in our cavalry. I was actually going to play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, but then I decided to try Star Wars War and it failed, and then tried this and it worked, and then I got the idea that why not make a second video. I did the last video in 2021. I was gonna play an entire let's play, then I didn't do it. Yeah, now we have the second video. We might destroy the Albani Amazons in this video. The only reason I didn't pick them as the playable faction was because they look like Swedes with their blue and yellow colors. I am a Swede, I live in Sweden, I am adopted from Brazil. So I'm ethnically Brazilian. Came to Sweden when I was 2.5 months old. So I used to love Sweden, you know. I grew up in Sweden. My childhood was in Sweden. I loved my childhood, but you know, I had some bad years. So now I'm not a big fan of Swedish nationalism or Swedish socialism. And the only reason I'm in Sweden is because I'm kind of dependent on Sweden after living here my entire life. You know, I don't know the language in Brazil. I don't know many people there. I only have some contact with my relatives there, but not enough to, you know, be able to count on them for anything. So it's yeah.
Now he flees the field.
You won the battle. Good. Kill their general Arachidamia. They are not defeated, they have some troops at the center. Including some cool troops with 200 swords and shields. Priestess Temple Guards, they are really cool. It would be cool looking at them using the Kamek mod. It allows us to zoom out more and zoom in more with no limits. They will die thanks to our cavalry. They are shooting at them, throwing javelins at them from far. there are some cool effects in this mod, like the clouds here. I don't believe they are vanilla, I could be wrong. Let's continue. It's a siege battle, you'll fight to death.
Heroic victory,
You won.
worthy of Greek soldiers.
Clear victory. They have 0 remaining. Good. They killed that 124 troops. Killed all the infantry. Sent in. Alright, this was just a test. We'll finish this turn and then we will save and then we will exit. Because I want to try other mods and see if they work. But yeah, before next episode in this mod, we are going to fix the strat models. And we are also going to fix, I believe, the cam hack mod at least. We'll add it. Wasn't there last settlement because they weren't destroyed. I think they have another area over here or so. So let's check. Skytian. Map is actually pretty large for the regional game. Trace. Got the Amazons, Armenia, Syrian Amazons, Libyan Amazon, Sea, Bani Amazon. They have one more area over there. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's cheating to look at where they are, but felt like doing it. Right. Let's end the turn. Trade rights. The Achemids wants trade rights. Suck at pronouncing certain names. Achemids or whatever. Hard to pronounce. Diplomat. Barracks. Can go for both. Can go for some horsemen there. Peasants there. And the turn. They attacked. Yeah, they Priestess Temple Guard. Cool picture. And the Amazon Hoplite. Okay. Experience 3. We'll save here. The Amazons 2. By the way, save. We didn't play in 2017. I believe maybe I had a mod back then. I don't know. The 18. Maybe I tried it or something, but I started this on August 11, 2021. Now it's January 14, 2026. And we play the second episode. And we'll exit. Amazon's Total War, Refulgent 13+. Thank you for watching. Bye.